Alright everybody, this is the Bay Area's only toy reviewer, Carl, and I'm back again with another retro review. This time it is of your boy, Sonic. Because it doesn't matter what happens. He'll never give up the fight. That sounded really forced. I'll continue. This goes into the same sort of toy line as the Knuckles I reviewed in the previous review before this. This is Sonic. And as a toy goes, you know, it's okay. I mean, it was a given I was going to get Sonic. Because I have Knuckles, so I should have Sonic. Even if I don't have any of the other characters, those are two characters I feel like I should have. So, I have them. As you can clearly see, he's blue. His shoes are very accurate. This is another toy from 2000, from the year 2000. One thing that I do like about this figure, before we go into the articulation, is the way he's spaced out. Like, you feel like you can get more range out of him because he's not so compact like the Knuckles figure was. Excuse me, that I reviewed. So it just makes him look a little bit more photogenic. His arms are, you know, he's proportionate to what you may see in the games, though I will admit his legs are kind of, his legs are very short. Which is sort of reminiscent to the old school Sonic, even though, like, this is clearly the Sonic Adventures Sonic. Because there's a difference. Now let's go into the articulation here. His head does go around 360. I will admit that there is a lot of damage on this guy because of me having him for so long. Like, I've had this since 2000. This is not something I bought recently. Like, I bought it in 2000. It's 2018 now, so I've had it for about 18 years. There is a lot of, like, nicks and things on the figure that I had to sort of, like, proxy repair, and some I couldn't, like his eye here. You know, but other than that, the figure, I do try to keep my stuff in relatively pretty good condition. Going into the articulation again, his arm does go around 360, but, you know, it's hindered by his head. His foot does go, his leg does go around 360, but, like, it doesn't really work for running scenes. Like, if you were to take a picture or do any toy photography with him running, it doesn't really lend itself very well to that. It sort of looks like he's running, but not really. But if you were to do it too much, it sort of throws off the balance of the figure. That's the only real thing that I just like about these figures themselves, is that, you know, you can't really put them in a pose where they're running. And I think that if you have a Sonic figure, there should be a feature, maybe like a ball peg in here that goes forward and back, where you can simulate him running, because that's what he does. He runs because he's Sonic. One thing that I dislike about him that they did right with the Knuckles figure is the fact that, like, this is like glossy plastic, right? You would think that they would make the head out of the same material as this, but they don't do that. What they do is they made his head out of this, like, plastic with sort of this matte finish on it, so it takes on whatever it touches, and dust sticks to it like nobody's business. So even in this review, you constantly see me cleaning them to try to clean them up, and that's one thing that I dislike in this figure the most, is that there is a huge contrast between the matte look finish of his head and the shininess of his body, which makes it sort of look cheap. And listen, it's not like an SH figure art or anything here, but, you know, at least give it some uniformity. Another thing that I really sort of dislike about this is that he has no, like, wrist swivel, no ankle swivel, no nothing. And his hand is always in this, like, you know, that purple stuff in my cup hand, you know. And it's the same thing with this one. Like, he has a pointing hand. Like, I would prefer if they were just both fist. That would have been cool. I think that would have been a step in the right direction. But these toys were made in the year 2000. Looking at his shoes are very reminiscent to a combination of both his old school tennis shoes and the Sonic Adventure shoes. I do like the Sonic Adventure shoes more so than his original Sonic running shoes, but that's dumb. Why am I talking about this? But all in all, you know, like it's accurate to how it's supposed to look. And what can you say? It was made in 2000. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, companies were making SH figure arts in 2000. So what does that tell you? I feel like it's a good Sonic figure for what it is. If this is all you can get your hands on. If you're a hardcore Sonic fan, I say pick them up. You won't be disappointed. It's a nice shelf filler. It looks good with the rest of the characters from the line. And that's all I have to say about it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Nailed it.